switching off. Don't worry about our round. Don't worry about our round. Let's go out there. Let's reset. Forget about that round. Yes, I like that.
switched off what you're doing. He needs you to focus on what you're doing. Come on, let him back into the fight. You're much better than this guy. You're much better. Let's do it.
Can you Smoked him. Smoked him. Take that last cowboy. Working.
Who could forget what happened here May 18th, 2024? Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk for the undisputed heavyweight title. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
It's time for our tale of the tape. And here is Tyson Fury, a massive man both in height and reach. 200. Here we have Tyson Fury. He's undefeated. Alexander Usyk.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
The wait is over.
All right.
The speaking stopped. The fight begins. Now, let's get the answers.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. Counter shot lands. He misses with that jab. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That hook was off target. Missing with the hook. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Done with that counter shot. So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These two boxers are finally ready to get it on.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They exchange punches. And this is incredible action from both of these heavyweights. And he scores with the counter. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in. Here we go, it's round 2. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet, not until your senses have come back.
Missing with that jab. Beautiful counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Counter punching. Just misses with that left uppercut. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Perfect counter lands. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Nice counter. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different. On to the third. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Just missing with the uppercut. How about that time counter shot? He threw a punch and just got countered. Punch, counter punch. These punches coming from every angle. There's a counter shot. Catch and shoot. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Nice counter shot. Can't land the jab there. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Perfect counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. The game plan does not seem to be working here. Back at it in round 4. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter shot. Oh, what a punch. Good counter punch. Holding nothing back here in the round. That counter punch caught him clean. Nice counter punch. These two are the perfect dance partners.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
would not want to be hit by this guy. Trust me. Well done with that counter shot. Down goes Fury. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
Time for the 5th round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute? You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Straight right just misses. One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
I need to see that again.
Listen to me. Are you okay? You're out.
It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it. The fighters enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. And what a way to end the fight. There's no mistake there about who won. What a shot.
They've been talking the talk. It's now time to walk the walk. This is the Lighthouse Theater. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale. Making his way to the ring, Here we have Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King he calls himself. A very brash and outspoken young athlete, but he's...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Kyiv, Ukraine.
What a pleasure. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Going to shake out the arms and legs and move around a little bit. Oh, and he caught him with a stiff jab. They exchange punches. Well, there's no business like show business, and this is the most unique play anyone will ever see in this theater, mano-a-mano.
You're getting everything tonight. You know what? When you're in a theater, you know you've got to perform. There's no cutting corners. There's no making up excuses because you're going to be so transparent. All laid out there.
Point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Like to see more jabs. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. And Tyson Fury just got clipped. The big fella might be in big trouble. Klitschko in that last round. There's the bell for round 2. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A counter-puncher, then basically you do the counter-attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter-punches are the best.
You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
To beat a counterpuncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pot you all night long. Rush them.
Jab slightly off target. And down goes Fury! And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come to me.
What a huge momentum swing that's going. Let's get it started in round 3. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with it.
Well done with that counter shot. And that left hook doesn't find its target. Unlucky to miss with that jab. The straight right just misses. The way the connect percentages have to be off the charts. The jab not finding its target. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tear.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Tyson Fury just got rocked. Do you believe this? I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Klitschko in that last round. There's the bell to start round 4. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Do not throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. A lot of effort being exerted here. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
These punches coming from every angle. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Incredible work rate. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. They'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the... On to the 5th we go. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
And he just missed with that left jab. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Stamina is off the charts. That counter punch caught him clean. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. These two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
This is when you talk about championship.
There's the bell to start round 6. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me, personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
They both want a highlight reel knockout. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Lucky that hook didn't score. Oh, and Tyson Fury just got rocked. This could be it. Tyson Fury, one of the great heavyweight champions. And now they're right back into the fray.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
You cannot gas out if you put...
Round 7, here we go. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
What are they doing that round? Are they trying to get a man in out? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
The stamina is off the charts. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched him? We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Are you okay?
This dude might have been happy.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory. That's not a knockout victory. That is something.
You get like one time. No rocks, nothing. Straight judge.